Have you noticed that the world has felt a little crazy the past few years? Like everything's changing, but the rate of change itself feels to be speeding up? Well, that may be because we are actually in a technological transition period and things are actually going incredibly fast right now, faster than the average human can even comprehend. We are in a situation right now comparable to the Industrial Revolution, except now it's faster, more parabolic, more insane, and it's taking us where exactly? And what can you do not only to ride out the changes, but to thrive during the coming years? Well, in this video, let's look at some of what is coming down the pipeline, why it's critical that you make as much money as possible over the next 12 months. Because in the end, even the ways that we make money, maybe even money itself, might all be changing too. So let's start off by talking about AI and robotics. So everything that we are talking about comes down ultimately to the AI tech revolution. And there's two areas really coming together here, set to bring in a total new era of labor, which is AI and robotics. And related to them, of course, we also have cryptocurrencies, AI agents, all this kind of stuff happening in the background. It's going to become more and more of an integral part of the AI and robotics ecosystem, crypto, moving forward. It may be the most efficient vehicle for you to increase your personal wealth. But let's start with AI, because we truly are at the beginning of a world-altering development here, okay? Feels like back in the 90s when I just got my first web TV internet box. Everything changed. And just don't take my word for it. Let's talk to Mark Anderson of AI16Z Hedge Fund. Mark made headlines recently for blowing the lid on the insane political pressure that the cryptocurrency had endured. He also made some pretty big predictions about how we will be living by 2034. And keep in mind, he is one of the most successful and well-informed Silicon Valley entrepreneurs around. Among his forecasts, Mark predicts that AI will cause many products and many services to become 1,000 times cheaper than they currently are right now, which of course has gargantuan impacts on just about everything that you can possibly imagine. Imagine if some things become 1,000 times cheaper. And you can already see this beginning to happen. Compare the cost of hiring an illustrator versus asking an AI to generate an image. Not only is it infinitely cheaper, it's infinitely quicker. Taking into account that AI is rapidly improving, that in 5 years, the AI will be unidentifiable compared to the way AI is today. Mark also mentions other white-collar work such as preparing legal briefs, giving medical diagnoses. And in fact, AI's medical capabilities are again already impressive, like when Google Gemini diagnosed pancreatitis or when ChatGPT outperformed doctors. It is becoming apparent then that artificial intelligence can and will be tasked with pretty much any role. Just give it the data and it's going to do it. Assign it a character and it's going to do it. It's going to be it. It will become that worker that you imagine it or need it to be on demand. Whether that's a customer service advisor, a personal tutor, a tax accountant, a content creator on the internet, it's all coming. It's turning into an expert in all fields. It's not just the smartest person in the room, it's the smartest of all people everywhere. So whatever job you're doing, there'll be an AI agent working with you or perhaps taking your job and just doing the work. And that kind of assistance is something Mark Anderson spoke about in relation to creating activities too, meaning things like image and video generation, as it seems like AI, of course, will take over the grinding and labor-intensive parts of the creative process, leaving us humans with time to focus on the ideas side. AI is probably gonna take that over too. By the way, we haven't even talked about the robots yet. You see, AI is proving its worth at tasks that require staring at a screen. But how about physical jobs, those menial bullshit jobs that humans really don't like doing anyway? We're not actually that good at doing because we're not robots. Well, that's where a robotic body comes in handy, and there's amazing progress on that front too, as demonstrated in a video from XBody2 showing robots trained on human movements. And of course, Tesla's working on this, OpenAI is working on this, and dozens of other companies. We're going to have humanoid robots everywhere probably in the next 5 years. Well, there are robots being developed for physical labor by Agility Robots, and of course, the very famous Tesla self-driving tech, but also the Tesla Optimus, all showing how AI can take care of real-world physical tasks. Now, before we get into whether the current economic model is going to basically stop working because of all this new tech advance, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. Are you a gamer or developer looking for the next big thing? Then check out today's sponsor, Altura, the perfect mashup of blockchain and AI. Altura empowers developers with easy-to-use tools, and this awesome crypto gaming platform has built the world's first AI toolkit for GameFi developers, taking a step forward to be the market leader in Web3 AI-enhanced games, bridging the gap between gaming and the artificial intelligence world. It has an AI generation tool wherein developers and gamers can design assets with just one click. It also has a groundbreaking NPC engine that brings non-playable characters to life by giving developers the power to craft NPCs that actually think. And the NPC Engine Plus also gives them memories, which allows for even more unique relationship building with those NPCs. Say goodbye to the boring canned responses and robotic NPCs that we've literally made memes about. All of this can be played in a game world that is easily designed and easily modified using Altura's game engine. And there is more. Altura's Play Wallet is your all-in-one gaming wallet. It integrates effortlessly right across Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and mobile, allowing you to manage your assets on the fly without ever hitting pause. How convenient is that? Aside from the tech, Altura also ticks a lot of other big boxes for crypto enthusiasts. The ALU token has a strong community ownership, no whales, no VCs controlling supply. It has even collaborated with top gaming industry players like Unity, Immutable X, and over 250 Web3 games. Learn more about the future of blockchain right now. Click on the link down below, and thank you for supporting our sponsors. So, are the current economic models simply going to stop working because of everything we're seeing coming down the pipeline with AI and robotics? And where does that leave you as a human in this world? Well, the techno-optimist view is that if everything is cheap and everything is automated and everything is high quality, great. Don't forget, of course, that AI gets better and better at the jobs it's given. Then we enter a world of extreme abundance where lack simply doesn't exist anymore. Progress in science and technology becomes not just rapid, but non-stop and exponentially parabolic. But this would also result in a radical restructuring of, well, pretty much everything you can possibly imagine. If AI can just do all the jobs, then current economic models go right out the window. We have infinite growth, essentially. Standard paths through education and employment no longer make any sense. Why would you do any of that stuff when an AI is just gonna do it anyway and 10 times better than you, a million times better than you, not 10 times, a million times better than you? Personal considerations like life goals, purpose, ambition are all gonna need rethinking. I'm scared for my children growing up in such a world. It's gonna be crazy. And that's how big this all is. It's a topic that Real Vision founder Raoul Pal, of course, has spoken a lot about as well. He's called it the economic singularity, and that he expects it to arrive in roughly the next 6 years. And he points out that the frameworks that we use now for things like markets and financial analysis simply won't work anymore, to an extent echoing a bit of what Mark Anderson's saying. Now, Raoul's theory is that AI represents infinite human knowledge, while our economic systems have always been built around scarcity, including scarcity of knowledge. A lot of people are basically employed because they have knowledge in their field, right? But what happens when artificial intelligence knows everything about every field and can act on that knowledge and has an infinitely better knowledge and quicker response time than you can ever have as a human? At that point, scarcity of knowledge is a thing of the past. And that's a crazy thing to think about. And that idea of scarcity generating value brings us neatly to crypto, because blockchains, starting with BTC back in 2009, have created actual verifiable digital scarcity, which seems to make crypto a natural fit for this emerging new era. We're actually seeing AI agents intersect with crypto through AI meme projects, and for sure, these products and their tokens may or may not have any kind of staying power. A few of them probably will, but they give you an early demonstration of how artificial intelligence and crypto are going to be able to link up together. On-chain autonomous agents that can make decisions for themselves, that can buy crypto coins, sell crypto coins, create crypto coins, do value transfer, essentially. And if AI agents are going to be autonomous, they need to transact financially, they need to do it in a way that is verifiable. In crypto, which is peer-to-peer, permissionless, 100% digital, and of course, fully authenticatable, is the logical way to do all of this, especially as AI agents can't have standard bank accounts. And so to finish, let's get back to why the next 12 months are so important. We've laid out the thesis here, okay? You have to understand what's coming. If you don't understand what's coming, you don't understand why the pressure's on to make as much money as you possibly can. You see, the future might, like Mark Andreessen envisions, be a very bright one. But there's also a huge amount of uncertainty about where we're headed for you as a human existing in this world and your ability to make money when AI is going to take all the jobs. The best cushion you can give yourself against future upheaval is financial independence, and to do it as quickly as you can. Related to that, it looks like crypto will play a central role moving forward. And by the way, I haven't even mentioned that Bitcoin is over $1,000 in 2024. While there's serious talk of America and other nations establishing Bitcoin national reserves, there's really crazy things going on. But anyway, if the 4-year Bitcoin cycle does indeed play out again, as it has up until now, then we should be right at the start of the most bullish year for crypto, which will be 2025. And this time, we're also on the precipice of a full-blown AI revolution, meaning that both crypto and AI are key areas of interest. And I know I usually say people underestimate what's going to happen in 5 years and overestimate what's going to happen in a year, but I think with AI, you're actually probably underestimating what's going to happen in a year and dramatically underestimating what's going to happen in 5 years. And here we stand on the precipice of a full-blown AI revolution, meaning that both cryptocurrencies and AI financially are going to go insane as asset classes. Invest however you can into those asset classes. When it comes to attention and it comes to learning, especially when you need to ensure that you don't get screwed over by ongoing currency debasement, crypto's there for it. All of which means that if there was ever a time to be fully locked in and taking advantage of market opportunities, it's right now, because 2025 is currently shaping up to be a very big year, and the future decade, the next 10 years of your life, are going to be so rapid and so crazy, and the amount of change you're going to see is nearly incomprehensible. And it's going to have a big shakeup on the economy, on your finances, and really everything. And you have to be prepared for the uncertainty. It's very exciting, but you have to be prepared for the uncertainty of what that could mean for your bottom line, for your family, for your financial independence. Lock in, make your money, take your profits. I'll see you in the next video.